actually come anywhere on your mat. You don't have to be at the front of your mat. But we're just going to come to standing and arrive in this position. So notice the feet on the ground first of all. So we want to get comfortable just so we can settle in here for a few breaths. So your comfortable position. So don't feel there's a certain way that you have to stand. Just find your feet on the floor. And then just allow a little bit of awareness in the feet. You can close down the eyes straight away if you want to. And we're just going to shift the body weight from side to side, just so we can find that equal balance in your feet. So you don't have to do it for too long. And you can shift your weight forward and back. So coming straight in to the practice this morning. So as you move, finding how the muscles turn on the front of the legs and how they switch on the back. It's amazing how our body sort of stops us from toppling over and falling backwards. So just notice that. And then come to stillness. So the feet grounding down. Notice if you've locked through the knees by focusing on the feet. Just start to soften through the knees. And with each inhale, just start to feel this lengthening. So almost like there's a little string on the top of your head that just gently lifts the head a little bit higher. Shoulders start to drop back. So we're not forcing anything, there's just this openness through the front of the body. Take a breath here, breathing in and breathing out. Remembering that upward current of energy through the front of the body and that downward energy through the back of the body. So just see if you can tap in to that visualization, that sensation through the body. Couple more breaths here. It's lovely, I can hear the birds chirping outside. And then you can keep your eyes closed or you can open them slightly, so having a soft gaze. And we're going to tuck the chin in towards the chest. And as we do, we're going to start to soften through the knees and slowly start to roll down through the spine. So just allow your body to move, allow the arms to hang as we roll down, feeling the spine move all the way down. So your hands are then hanging towards the floor. Don't worry about trying to get your head towards the legs. Just allow the weight here to hang. And then keeping that chin tucked, we're going to roll all the way back up. Hands are heavy, feet rooted, navel starts to draw in. And then maybe when your hands are by your side, you can reach the arms all the way up. On your next exhale, bring your hands back down by your side. Tuck the chin towards your chest. And again, just rolling down through the spine. So just warming up through the muscles. Lengthening, tuck the chin in. Inhale, start to roll up. Maybe just speed up that roll slightly. On your next inhale, reach the arms up. And then exhale, hands down by your side. One more time, chin to chest. Rolling down. All the way down. Soften through the knees. Hang out here just for a breath. Maybe you bend into the knees a little bit more, lifting the hips slightly. Imagine your sit bones reaching up towards the ceiling. And then tucking the chin, really rolling through the shoulders, rolling all the way up. Take the arms all the way up above the head. Exhale, this time bringing your hands down to your heart. So arrive here. Just notice you can wiggle the feet, wiggle the toes. Take a full breath, breathing in, breathing out. Shifting the weight over towards the right foot now. We're going to peel the left foot and then knee off the floor. So just imagine that you're almost drawing it up with your left hand. If you want to, you can bring your hands to your heart, lifting out of this right hip. So we've got our one-legged Tadasana here. Roll the shoulders back. Send the left foot forward. So just see if you can kick the heel forward. You can keep that leg bent. Doesn't have to be really high. We're just starting to wake up through the hips, the core. Everything starts to switch on. And then release the heel down to the floor. Shifting over. So just gently shift the weight to the left side. And then lifting right knee up. Find that awareness here again. So lifting through this left hip, not dropping everything down. Flexing through that right foot and then pushing the sole of the foot away. So it's like you're plugging that leg in. Again, notice if you've dropped here, can you lengthen? Navel draws in. One more breath. Exhale, releasing the right foot down. This time we're going to switch over again, so shifting the weight to the right side, peeling the left knee up, and then just bringing the left foot behind you. Maybe you can hold on to that foot. Maybe you've got the trousers here. Just taking a bit of a quad stretch. So notice if you're pulling the knee out to the side, just drawing that foot in towards your bottom. So stretching through these legs. You can have your hand here at the heart. This just seems to help me with stability, with a little bit of focus here. Take a breath. And exhale, release. Shifting the weight over to the left side. Bending that right knee. And then slowly reaching that right foot back. And maybe reaching back, holding onto the leg, the foot, wherever you're able to. Draw the right knee in towards the midline of the body. Standing nice and tall. Notice if you're leaning forward here. So we're not coming into dancer. So shoulders back, nice straight spine. Take another breath. And exhale, release. Shaking off the legs. Inhale, reach the arms up. Exhale, soften through the knees, folding forwards. Inhale, halfway lift. Take the hands all the way up to the thighs. Exhale, rolling back down. And again, inhale, you can tuck the chin all the way up to the thighs. Halfway lift. So we're doing this a few more times. Exhale, folding back down. Move with the breath. Inhale to thighs. Navel draws in, nice flat back position. Exhaling to fold. This time rooting through the feet, coming back into a half lift, but just seeing if you can bring your hands to your shins and your shins pushing against your hands. Inhale, strong in the shoulders. Exhale to fold. Two more of these at the shins. Inhale. Exhale. One more. Find something new here, maybe plugging those hips back slightly. And last 3, we're going to inhale, we're going to sweep all the way up, reach the hands behind you, bend into the knees, take a breath. Maybe lifting the toes, and then exhale, plant the toes, folding all the way back down. And again, inhale, drawing the arms up, airplane arms. Navel draws in, reaching back. Exhale, folding back down. Last one, breathe in. Breathe out. To fold. This time we're going to come back up into our airplane arms. Breathe in, reach the hands back, lift the toes, and then bringing the toes forward, we're going to lift the heels and hover. Feet are apart here, okay? So sometimes we'll bring them together, but for now, feet are apart. Maybe lift up slightly through the front of the body. Navel draws back. So you can think a bit of chair pose here. Feel the shake, feel the body switch on, the legs. Maybe bring your hands out in front now, staying up onto the toes. And then exhale, heels come down, folding all the way down to the floor. Take a moment here, you can sway left to right. Just get a little bit of movement. And then inhale, halfway lift of your choice. Maybe fingertips on the ground, shins, wherever suits. Exhale, fold. Inhale, sweep the arms back, bend into the knees, come all the way up. Exhale, hands down to your heart. And just pause here, take a breath, notice. Maybe you already can feel that awareness in the core. And then we're just going to start to sway the arms from left to right. So if you want to take the feet a little bit wider, you can. See if you can keep the legs rooted, so it's just like the upper body moving. Okay, so we invite the breath in here. Just that nice movement through the spine. Waking up with the twists. Lovely. A few more. You can speed it up a bit if you want to. You can even allow the hands to gently tap on the body, especially across the back of the body. Just allows a little bit of stimulation to the kidneys. Inviting that energy in. And then slowly coming back to stillness. Again, just notice, close your eyes. Notice then those sensations. Okay. So coming towards the front of your mat here. Again, aware of how you feel. Already, hopefully, you're feeling a little bit more open and energized here. We're going to inhale, just bring the arms up to shoulder height. And then we're just going to wrap the left hand over the top of the right, like you're giving yourself a hug. Breathe in, lift those elbows. So we really start to lift through. You can even sort of walk these fingertips further towards each other or closer towards each other. And then exhale, fold all the way down, like you're folding into a little ball, keeping those hands tucked into the shoulders, keeping the chin tucked in, rounding into a ball. Inhale, dig into the feet, particularly the heels, come all the way up, rolling through the spine, open up the arms. Exhale, release the hands down. Inhale, bring your hands back out in front. This time, left arm goes over, right arm under. Inhale, reach. Exhale, folding forwards, tuck the chin, rounding through. Maybe you can fold all the way down. Maybe you sink the hips down and you come into a ball shape here. Take a breath. On your next inhale, rolling up. Take the arms out left to right, really reaching here. Exhale, hands down by your side. Inhale, take the arms up. Bring the right hand down by your thigh. And then just allow this left hand to come over as this right hand traces down. Almost imagine like there's a seam all the way down the leg. Trying to keep those feet planted. And then inhale, come up and switch. Take a breath here. Try and soften through those shoulders. Inhale, coming up. Exhale, folding all the way back down. Inhale, halfway lift, your choice. Exhale, folding back down. And then again, reaching through the hands, coming all the way up to standing. Exhale, hands to heart. Shifting the weight over to the right side. Peel the left knee up. So we have this lift here. You can then just start to open it out to the side just a little bit, not here for long. Just getting a little bit of movement into the hips. Try and keep your gaze towards the front of your mat. And then turn the knee back to center. And then send it behind you as you step that left foot back. Pivot the foot down, coming into warrior one. So bending into this front knee. Reaching the arms up. Arrive here. Full breath. Navel draws in. Exhale fully. Inhale, reach. Exhale, pivot this back foot. As you do, straighten through that front leg. And then we're going to fold forward into our Trikonasana. Reaching with that left hand. Right hand on the shin. The inside or maybe on the floor. Your choice. You can take up as much space as you want to here. Maybe the gaze is up to the ceiling or maybe out to the side. So really listen to your neck. Notice if there's any tension that you're holding here. And then again, spiraling this chest open. Inhale. Exhale. Soften into this front knee. Pivot this back foot round. Bring your hands down towards the floor. And from here, you're going to come up onto the toes of this back foot and the heel of the right foot. Folding over that right leg. Taking our pyramid pose variation. Breathing deep. Using that exhale to fold, maybe a little bit further. You can even lift that left hip up a little bit more, coming right onto the toes. And then exhale, plant the left heel down. Plant the right heel down, right toes down, sorry. Coming up into our high lunge. And then lifting through that back heel. We're going to come back to our little funky reverse that we did the other day. So from here, drop your right hand down, keep your left arm lifted, straighten through that front leg, bend into that back knee, maybe lean back here. Okay? So open up strong. Inhale, come back up, high lunge. And then from here, you're going to step your left foot up, one-legged Tadasana, reaching through the hands. Exhale, release, left foot down. Reset, reposition, adjust where needed. We're going to go on to the other side. So take a moment. Shift the weight to the left side, gently peeling that right foot up off the ground. One-legged Tadasana, again, that check-in, lifting through this hip, navel draws in, full awareness in the body. Maybe pushing into the sole of this right foot. In both feet, actually, so you have that rootedness. Right hand comes onto the inside of that right knee. Just open the knee out. Take a breath. And then bringing that right knee back in. Send it behind you. And then come back into our warrior one on this side. So planting that foot, bending into this front knee. Reach the hands up. Warrior one. Maybe you take the hands a little bit higher, paying attention to the outside edge of that right foot. Opening up, looking after the knees. So if you need to change the position of the feet, please do. One more breath here. And then exhale, pivot that back foot. So it's like you're coming into warrior two, but straight away you come down into our Trikonasana. If you need to adjust the feet, do. And then maybe, if you want to, you can drop this right hand down towards the left hand and use that to spread up that left arm all the way across the chest. Imagine you're spreading your heart, your chest open. Taking a full breath here. And then bending into this front knee, pivoting the feet round, staying on the toes of that back foot. Maybe your fingertips can come down to the ground, lifting the toes of the front foot and then folding over. So pyramid variation. You can really start to lift through this back leg if you want to, and you can have a soft bend in this front knee. Sometimes you can get more of a stretch this way. Imagine you're drawing the feet towards each other. Exhaling. Find the breath. And then slowly bending into that front knee. Sweep the hands up, coming back up into this high lunge. Root down, find this anchor. And then we're going to come all the way up into our one-legged Tadasana. Reaching through the hands, standing tall. Take a breath. And then exhale, release right foot down. Okay. Nice. Conscious breathing. Navel draws back on that exhale. Noticing the feet, especially the big toe mounds on the floor, lifting through the chest. Shifting the weight to the right side, peeling the left leg up. Take a breath here. Whole body awareness. Lean forward as we step that left foot back. Coming into our warrior one. So planting down the heel of the left foot. Reach the arms up. Full awareness here. Maybe looking up towards the hands. Maybe taking a bit more space. Exhale here. Bring the hands behind your back. Open up through the chest as you draw the hands away from you. You can walk this right foot out a little bit wider if you want to. And then leading with the heart, folding down into the space in between the legs. So towards the left side, maybe lifting the arms up. Or maybe you rest them here on the lower back and you pause here. Your choice. Notice what's going on in the legs. Conscious breathing. As you inhale, bringing the hands back, down towards the lower back, push into the feet. Inhale, release the hands, reach the arms up, pivot the back foot, Coming back into our Trikonasana, so both legs straighten. Right hand comes down, left hand reaches up. Again, feel free if you want to. You can bring your left hand down and slowly sliding across the body, reaching left arm up, spiraling the shoulder back. And again, be mindful of the neck. Full breath here. Any movement in the neck that you need. And then soften into this front knee. Keep the legs where they are for a moment. Come up to warrior two. And then straighten through that front leg. Left arm comes back, reverse warrior. Feel free if you need to take a wider stance here. And this left hand can always come behind your back, leaning back here instead of here. So your choice. And then keeping the legs straight, we're going to pivot this back foot, bring the hands down, coming into our pyramid pose. If you need to bend into this right knee, do. Lift the toes of that front foot, and we'll come into our pyramid. Take a breath. Inhale. Exhale, allow that right foot to plant like you're coming into your runner's lunge. Breathe in, reach your hands up, high lunge. This time we're going to bring up this left knee all the way up, so coming into our one-legged Tadasana, have that lift. And then sending that left foot behind you. Either keep that knee bent if you want here, you can bring your hands to your heart, coming into our warrior three variation. If you want to take dancer here, feel free, you can, so your choice. Always hold on to that left foot and take a dancer pose, or maybe you stay here, warrior three. You can always have the toes on the ground and be here. So your choice. One more breath. And then we're going to draw that left knee back in. And this time send the left foot in front of you, flexing through the toes. All this awareness going on. Lovely. Release left foot down. Shake off the legs, shake off the arms, and shake the whole body, reset. Full body awareness. Shifting the weight to the left side. Peeling the right foot off the floor, lifting the right knee, hold here. Sending that right foot behind you, step it back, coming into our warrior one. Reach the arms up. Exhale to arrive. So just using these moments where we pause just to check in, to feel what's going on in the body. Can you feel the outside edge of that right foot? The hips switching on, the inner thighs. Navel drawing back. Release the hands down, bring them behind you, interlace. Open up through the shoulders. Maybe walk the left foot over slightly. And as we fold, on an exhale, your choice again. Maybe keep the arms where they are and just roll the shoulders back, lengthening the hands towards the back of the mat. This is strong. Maybe you drop the head and lift the arms here. So wherever you are, find your position. Take 3 breaths. On your next inhale, coming up, release the hands. Come back into our Trikonasana pose, so straighten through both legs, tilting the left hand down, and again, feel free to bring the right hand down and open up through the chest, reaching up. Breathing in to the body. Notice how generating this heat, the muscles switching on. Lots of intention here, lots of awareness in the shoulders. Bend into this front knee, coming into our warrior two. Maybe taking a wider stance here. Head over heart, heart over pelvis. And then we're going to reverse the warrior. So maybe left hand comes to the back of the right leg, or maybe around your back. Lean back. Take a full breath. Maybe looking up towards the ceiling. And then coming all the way up, straighten through the legs, pivot the back foot, folding forwards over the leg, lifting the toes of that front foot, coming into our pyramid pose. Inhale, exhale. Find length on the inhale, and then folding over the leg, heart center towards the knee. Full breath. Bend into that front knee. Inhale, high lunge. Pause here. Have this drive through the leg as we come up into our one-legged Tadasana, hands to your heart. And then shifting forward, send that right leg behind you. Just going to move on my mat a little bit more. Behind you, coming into your warrior three. Maybe you have a bend in this leg. Maybe this leg is also bent. And you've got the sole of the foot up towards the ceiling. Feel free to wrap the right hand round. Hold on to that right foot if you want to. Taking our dancer pose. Or maybe toes are on the ground and you're here. So your choice. One more breath wherever you are. And then coming all the way up, inhale, lifting this right knee up as high as it will go. And then sending that right foot out in front of you, pushing into a wall. One breath. Exhale, release. Shake off the legs. Shake off the arms. Inhale, sweep the arms up. Exhale, fold. Halfway lift, inhale. Exhale, folding back down, planting the hands, stepping back, maybe coming to kneeling plank or full plank, wherever you are. Taking a breath, push away from the mat, navel draws in. Exhale, either all the way down to the belly or chaturanga into upward facing dog, pushing into the top of the feet. Open up through the chest. Maybe getting a little bit of sway here. And then exhale, coming down to the knees or straight into down dog. Peeling yourself up. Taking a full breath here. Take your feet just a little bit wider. Toes turn in, so imagine your upper thigh bone, okay, start to turn in, and then the arms doing the opposite. So imagine your upper arms are rolling out. One breath. And another. And then lowering the knees down. Come onto hands and knees. Find that awareness through the navel and the spine. So that containment there. So we're starting to lift up and in. Claw through the fingertips. You can always have your hands on blocks or rolling up the mat to look after the wrists. Send the right foot behind you, come onto the toes, and then just sweep the right foot over to the left. So we've done this before. Push away from the floor. Start to turn, gaze. Look at your right foot over your left shoulder. Notice if you're rolling onto your pinky toe. Can you find your big toe? And then just have this lift up through. Full breath here. And then as we exhale, we're going to draw it back and then draw this knee all the way in towards your nose. Rounding through the back. Bring the right knee down to the ground. Spin the right foot out to the side. Pivot over, straighten through the left leg. So we're in this side plank position. Rooting down. Inhale, reach the arms up and over. If you want to take full plank here, feel free to drive into the legs and bring that right leg out long. Take a full breath. If you're in full plank, come back down. Soften into the legs slightly to then use this left arm to bring you all the way up. Transition, left hand onto left leg. Reaching over, coming into our gate pose. Full awareness here. Exhale, coming all the way back, spiraling all the way back. Left hand comes down. And now coming back into our tabletop. Inhale into our cow pose. Exhale, rounding through. 2 more. Inhale, open. Exhale, round. Last one. Come back to center. Navel draws in. Send the left toes behind you. Push into the left foot. You can shift forward and back if you want to. And then drawing a semicircle almost with your left foot over towards the right. Anchor down through everything else. And then start to turn over to look over the right shoulder. Notice again if you're dropping your foot down, can you bring awareness into that big toe of that left foot. Full breath here. Inhale. And as you exhale, sweeping it back, draw this left knee in, rounding through the back. And then bringing left knee down. Spin the left foot out, rolling over onto the side. Taking your side plank here. Reaching, anchoring down. Full breath. Find length. And then use your strength to come all the way up and switch gate pose. So right hand down, left arm up and over. Another breath here. And then exhaling, bringing your hands all the way back, pivoting the feet back, the knees. From here, bringing your elbows down where your hands are. Keeping your arms relatively parallel, okay? So sometimes they have a tendency to come in. We are going to tuck the toes. Just going to shift forward slightly. I'm going to tuck the toes and come into our kneeling plank. Forearm plank. So notice if you're tucking around here, can you push away with your forearms? And then exhale, lower your knees down. From here, bend one elbow and bring the arm across your body, and bend the right elbow and bring it across the body. So we have that awareness in our shoulders now. We know what to expect. From here, we're going to push back into our forearm plank, but now the arms are crossed in front. And then we're going to roll over to the right side as we lift the left arm up. Feet just switch. And then coming back, left hand comes down. And we go to the other side, right arm up. Coming back. Switching to the other side. Strong, lifting out of these shoulders. Left hand down, navel draws back, switch. Working into these abdominal muscles, the obliques, the side muscles. So just starting to move. Move with your breath. Inhale to open. Feel free to take a break if you want to. This is the last strenuous bit before we come down. So just move with the breath. See if you can do a few more here. Make it mindful. One more to each side. Well done. And then coming back, lower the knees. Lifting yourself up, bring the big toes to touch, knees wide, sink the hips back. Maybe reaching forward with the hands, or if you want to, you can draw the hands back towards the head and allow some softness in those shoulders. Breathing deep. Notice where you can feel it, where you are aware of your body. A slow, mindful practice this morning. The elements that are quite strong. One more breath. And then when you're ready, slowly coming up. And we're going to bring our feet out in front. Just coming into our Dandasana first of all. So settle in. If you need to move sit bones out of the way, start to have awareness into the feet. So Dandasana is another name for staff pose, for stick pose. And you can think of this length. Okay, we're rooting down. Bring your hands down by your side. Start to push into your hands so you have this lift. So much so that maybe the legs are really rooting down at the heels lift off the floor, just by a little millisecond or millimeter even. But there is that lift. Open up through the chest. Full breath. And exhale, release. Bringing this left knee in, so bending into this left knee, and then allow this left knee to open up. Okay, so the left foot can be placed wherever is comfortable. It can be on the inside of the right knee, it can be further up towards the thigh. And if you want some support underneath this left knee, you can put a blanket or cushion here. Just gonna find our position. So quite often I have to just move some fleshy bits out of the way so I can feel my sit bones arrive here. Find awareness, almost like you're trying to plug this right thigh in. It doesn't have to be totally straight. If you need to bend this right knee, then you can. Perhaps everybody should try it this way first. And then we're going to just reach our hands up behind the ears and then up above the head. As we exhale, keep that length reaching over and then as far as you can go. So maybe foot, shin, knee, wherever. If you've got the leg bent and you think, oh, I could straighten it and take a bit more here, then do. And then also this left leg, just be aware, just notice if you're pulling the knee in. Can you allow this left hip to open? So there's lots going on here. Breathe into that lower back and allow that breath to travel all the way up the spine and start to soften through the neck. And then inhale, slowly feeling yourself back up. And then just turn your gaze towards the left side. You can bring your hand to that left knee and just open up. So just a gentle twist here. Got a little chiggy pig that's decided to join me. Chiggy pig, I wonder if, I remember in school once, and there was a child who had no idea what a woodlouse was because they only ever knew it was a chiggy pig. What do you call a woodlouse? Okay, send that left leg out, coming back to center. And now we're going to bring the right foot in. So arrive here, wherever you are. Again, get settled, adjust where needed. Anchor down through this left heel. So again, if you want to bend into that knee, do. Reach the arms up, inhale. Find that length as we exhale, folding over. Maybe you stay here. Maybe you can lengthen that left leg away. And again, awareness. Can you drop that right hip open? Having awareness in both feet. Take that breath all the way into that lower back. And allow the breath to expand you. Take a couple more breaths here. And when you're ready, take your time. Slowly roll yourself back up. And then again, just turning yourself towards the right side now. Right hand behind you, left hand on the right side. Just use that to open yourself up. Coming into a little twist here, an open twist. Where we have this space across the front of the body. Drawing the navel back. Really lovely pose for a rinse. That digestive system. And then coming back. From here, bring both feet out again. In front of you, have this length. You can bend into the knees. And again, we're just going to draw the hands behind, almost like you're flicking your hair out the way. So draw your hands behind you so you open up through the shoulders. Then reach the hands up. Find that length and then lift up and over, folding towards the feet or the legs. And again, if you want to take the legs straighter, you can. Your choice. Wherever you are. Settle in. We're going to take 2 more breaths here. And on your next inhale, slowly rolling up. Bend into your knees, bringing your feet to the ground, maybe scooting the bottom forward slightly. We're just going to lean back a little bit just to lift the feet off the ground. Okay, you can hug the arms, wrapping the arms around and holding here, open up through your chest. Maybe this is enough. So we're not here for too long. We're just going to move into one boat pose. So find the balance, find the lift, then maybe lifting the shins parallel to the ceiling. Maybe you stay here. Keeping this lift, can you release the hands? And then maybe you can start to straighten through the feet. Feel that shake. Straighten through the legs, sorry, feel the shake. And then from here, rolling back, bring the knees in towards your chest. And take a couple of breaths as you rock the knees from side to side. Send that left leg long. Squeeze this right knee in. Open this right knee out to the side, just a little bit. And then we're going to draw this right knee all the way over towards the left. So take it slow. Feel that stretch as you guide that leg over. You can rest this right foot on top of the left leg. Maybe it comes to the floor. Open up through this right arm and then turn the gaze to the right. Breathing into this twist. Is there areas that you can soften, that you can relax? Use those exhales to really shift, let go. Allowing there to be more space to invite new things, new gifts into the body. And when you're ready, spiraling back. Again, hugging both knees in, give them a squeeze. And then send that right leg along and away. You can push it into the heel. Draw the left knee a little bit closer, then maybe opening it out to the side. And then taking that leg all the way over. So you can keep the knee hugged in, or you can have a bit more space here if you want. Ooh, I can feel that in my left cheek. And then again from here, find a place to soften. So you can open up this arm, turn your gaze towards the left. You can cactus the arm here, you can have it by your side, so your choice, but just see if you can keep this left shoulder on the ground. So it's the twist through the tummy, this stretch through the spine. And again, just a couple of breaths here. And when you're ready, spiraling back. Bring your knees back into your chest. And let's take one of my favourite poses. Bring your hands on the inside, flip the feet up towards the ceiling, and then grab the outside of the feet, coming into our happy baby pose. Just a few pointers here. Soles of the feet up towards the ceiling, knees dropping down towards the floor. So you have this anchor through the feet, through the hands. There's some resistance there. And then the lower back, the tailbone is drawing towards the front of the mat. So there's this groundedness, this firmness. Close your eyes. Enjoy the stretch. One more breath. And then release the hands. Bring the feet to the floor. And again, your choice here. You can extend the legs long, or maybe bringing the soles of the feet together, taking our reclined cobbler's pose. Hands on the belly, maybe one hand on the heart, one on the belly. What a lovely practice to finish off the week. Strong, mindful, giving the hands a little bit of a break. So feel free to always come back to this practice if you need to find more of a class that's not necessarily putting weight through the arms, the shoulders and the wrists. And just settle in here. Allow those hips to soften if your feet are together. Allow the arms, back of the head, everything to relax, become heavy and melt down. Observing the breath. We're going to stay here just for a couple of minutes. And as you breathe, I want you to visualize the waves coming in and out from the sea. We're breathing in and the waves are rolling up onto the sand, to the beach. And as we breathe out, they're breaking and rolling back. Imagining what the weather is like, whether you can feel the warmth of the sun on you, whether it's a stormy day at the beach. Just take a few moments here. As you start to breathe in again, maybe dropping that image in the head now, coming back to the space that you're in. Take another breath. And feel free to bring your hands to the outside of your knees to draw the knees back in. They are out wide. Take a stretch, a full body stretch, reaching, lengthening, and then slowly rolling over onto one side. So take your time. Arrive here. Just pause. Slowly opening the eyes here, coming back to the space. And then coming all the way back up when you're ready into a seat. The first one today. Coming here. Relaxing through the shoulders, through the face. Full breath. Bringing the hands out left to right, only to shoulder height. And then drawing the hands together quite strong with the hands like you're pushing something, water, squeezing, bringing the hands to touch, drawing them to the heart, and then relax through the shoulders as you breathe out. Dropping the chin to your chest. Thank you for sharing your time with me and allowing me to guide you, as always, from my heart to yours. Namaste.